Hello friends, welcome back in my another lecture in the series of lectures in probability and statistics. In the previous lecture, we were discussing about beta and gamma distribution, and today in this particular lecture, I am going to discuss about exponential distribution and Bevel distribution, which are fourth and fifth kind of continuous probability distribution, in which the random variable x is a continuous random variable. So let's start with fourth type, exponential distribution. A continuous random variable x is said to be exponentially distributed if the density function is given as f of x is equal to, it has two value, alpha time e raised to power minus alpha x, provided x greater than 0, and second value is 0 when x is different from this range, less than equal to 0. This is the density function. Alpha is any constant. Note number 1, mean of the exponential distribution is 1 upon alpha, that is mu is equal to e of x is equal to 1 upon alpha. This can be easily proved since mu is equal to e of x, this is equal to integration from minus infinity to infinity x f of x dx. Reason being simple, because x is a continuous random variable, so mean will be defined like this. Because of given density function for x greater than 0, f of x has non-zero value. Greater than 0 means 0 to infinity, so this integral will reduce only to 0 to infinity, and f of x in this case is alpha time e power minus alpha x with respect to x. This is because of a definition of density function. Alpha is constant, take it outside, 0 to infinity x e raised to power minus alpha x with respect to x. Now use this formula, integration by part. This is first function, this is second function, u v dash minus u1 b double dash plus u2 b triple dash minus so on, continue. Plus minus is at alternate position, plus minus plus, and u1 u2 means continuous derivative, and dash b double dash b triple dash means continuous integration. This is first function, this is second function. So this can be written as alpha x, its integration is e power minus alpha x upon minus alpha. Next will be x derivative 1, its integration e power minus alpha x upon minus alpha square. So bracket close. Next term is not possible, 0 to infinity, because derivative of 1 will be 0. Now upper limit minus lower limit, we need this result. Limit x approach to infinity e power minus alpha x, this can be written as limit x approach to infinity, make this positive, 1 upon e power alpha x. So put here x infinity, so something upon infinity is 0. So in upper limit, in both case of upper limit there is exponential term, so upper limit will be 0, minus lower limit x is 0, minus alpha square, is alpha square, and e power 0 is 1. So upper limit is 0 because of this x, and lower limit is 1 upon alpha square, bracket close. Minus minus plus, so this is alpha upon alpha square, so which is only 1 upon alpha, so that is e of x. So mean is 1 upon alpha. Now come to the second part. Note B, variance of exponential distribution, this is 1 upon alpha square, that is variance of x is equal to 1 upon alpha square. Since we know that for variance we need e of x square and e of x. E of x we have already evaluated, so we need only e of x square. So e of x square will be defined like this. Instead of x there will be x square f of x dx. Now because of given density function, this will reduce only to 0 to infinity. X square is as it is, substitute the value f of x. F of x is alpha e power minus alpha x dx, since of 1 and x is a continuous random variable, so e of x square will be defined like this. So this integral will be reduced to only 0 to infinity because of this density function, because for x greater than 0 f of x has non-zero value. Alpha is constant, take it outside, 0 to infinity x square e power minus alpha x dx. Again by integration by part, this is first function, this is second function, so this will be alpha x square as it is, integration of this e power minus alpha x upon minus alpha x square derivative 2x and its continuous integration e power minus alpha x upon minus alpha 1 एक और आ जाएगा हम तो माइनस अल्फा स्क्वायर प्लस प्लस माइन 2x डेरिवेटिव इज 2 इट्स कंटिन्यूस इंटीग्रेशन e पावर माइनस अल्फा x अपॉन माइनस अल्फा पावर 3. Next term is not possible because derivative of 2 is 0. This is 0 to infinity. This is again because of this result. So this will be in upper limit everywhere is exponential term. So exponential term limit exponential term is 0 when x approach to infinity. So upper limit is 0 minus lower limit because of x this is 0, this is 0 and plus 2 minus alpha cube is minus alpha cube and e power 0 is 1 bracket close. So this is alpha minus 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 plus, so this is 2 upon alpha cube, so this will come out to be only 2 upon alpha square. This is 2 upon alpha square. This is value of e of x square. So that is e of x square. This is equal to 2 upon alpha square. Now we will find variance. Therefore variance of x, this will be e of x square minus e of x whole square. E of x square we have just evaluated, this is 2 upon alpha square, and e of x we have also evaluated, this is 1 upon alpha, so this will be 1 upon alpha square. So 1 upon alpha square is common everywhere, so this is 2 minus 1, so this is only 1 upon alpha square. So that is variance of x, this is 1 upon alpha square. So this is about variance. Now come to the third part, C part, moment generative function. Moment generative function of the exponential distribution is given as we know this is denoted by m of t and is given as expected value of e raised to power tx. So this can be defined like this, because e of x is a minus infinity to infinity x f of x dx, and in place of x we have exponential term, so this will be minus infinity to infinity e raised to power tx into f of x dx. So because of given density function, this will reduce only to 0 to infinity e power tx, and this is alpha e power minus alpha x dx since of a given density function. Now alpha is constant, take it outside, 0 to infinity. Now exponential term both, collect these, so e power taking minus common, this is alpha minus t, outside is x, so minus alpha x plus tx, this is still this one in with respect to x. So come on combining these exponential term, we will get this one. Its integration now, it's very simple, because integral of e power ax with respect to x is e power ax upon a. So this will be alpha minus t is constant, so e power minus alpha minus t with respect to x divided by minus time alpha minus t, because minus time alpha minus t is a constant. This is 0 to infinity, so this is constant alpha upon minus time alpha minus t. So inside we will have e power minus alpha minus t x, this is 0 to infinity. So upper limit, this is minus alpha upon alpha minus t, upper limit is 0 because of this relation, limit x approach to infinity e power minus alpha minus t alpha minus t x, this is equal to 0, because make this power positive, so this term is actually in denominator, and x approach to infinity, something upon infinity is 0. This upper limit is 0 and lower limit e power 0 is because x is 0, 0 is 1, so minus minus plus, so this is alpha upon alpha minus t, that is moment generating function for the exponential distribution is alpha upon alpha minus t. So this is all about exponential distribution. Now come to the fifth and last type of continuous probability distribution. This is last type of continuous probability distribution in which random variable x is continuous. So that is Weibull distribution. The continuous random variable x is said to be Weibull distributed if the density function is given as, again it has two value. First is a v x power b minus 1 into e power minus a time x raised to power b, provided x greater than 0 and second value is 0 when x is less than equal to 0, where a b are a constant, where a b are constants. Note number 1, mean of the Bevel distribution. Mean of the Bevel distribution is given as mu is equal to e of x. This can be written as integration from minus infinity to infinity x f of x dx, because x is a continuous random variable in this case, because this is a case of continuous probability distribution. So because of given density function, let us suppose this to be 1, for x greater than 0 f of x has non-zero value, so this integral will reduce only to 0 to infinity. X is as it is, substitute the value f of x. This is a b x power b minus 1 into e power minus a time x raised to power b with respect to x. Take the constant outside, a b is constant, 0 to infinity. Multiply these two x, so x power only b e raised to power minus a time x raised to power b with respect to x. Now in order to solve this integral, put a x raised to power b is equal to t. So this implies x power b from here will be t upon a, that is if we need x from here, that will be t upon a raised to power 1 upon v. Differentiating with respect to x both side, differentiating, so this is bx b minus 1 nx n minus 1 into dx. T a is constant, so this will be dt upon a, dt upon a. From here we need actually dx, so this is dt upon a b time x raised to power b minus 1. Transfer all of this to here. Now substitute the value of x here. This is dt upon a b. What is x? X from here is t upon b power 1 upon b. This is t upon a raised to power 1 upon b. 1 upon b means this one, and in all already there is b minus 1. This further can be written as dt upon a b time t upon a, split this power, this is actually 1 minus 1 upon b. Substituting the value of x from here. Since of 2, let us put this to be 2. Since of 2, so limit will be remain as it is, because for x0 t0, you can see here, for x0 t0, for x infinity t will be infinity, limit will remain unchanged. This is a b 0 to infinity x power b. X power b is t upon a, though this is t upon a. Next is e power minus a, this is everything is t, and substitute the value of dx from here. This is dt upon a b time t upon a raised to power 1 minus 1 upon b. Now a b cancel. What is common here? Here a is common. Take it outside, a b is denominator. This term goes to numerator with this power. So a raised to power 1 minus 1 upon b. Inside 0 to infinity, this is t. From here t shift this to numerator, so power will be negative, so t raised to power minus 1 plus 1 upon b. After shifting this power of this term t to numerator, next is e power minus t dt. This further can be written as a power 1, this is actually these two cancel, this is only a power minus 1 upon b, 0 to infinity, t power 1, these two also cancel, this is t power 1 upon b, e power minus t dt. So this is clearly, this is gamma function, since we know gamma n is 0 to infinity e power minus t into t power n minus 1 dt. Compare this integral with this one, 0 to infinity. Here limit of integration is t, integration with respect to t and also t, e power minus t. In power of t there is n minus 1, so in notation will be 1 more than this power n. In power of t there is 1 upon b, so 1 more than this will be gamma 1 upon b plus 1. So this is the mean, that is mean of the Bevel distribution is this one. After making these substitutions, this is dx, this is e power this one, make this substitution, this will reduce only to gamma function. So gamma function, because of this gamma function, here is n minus 1, here is 1 upon b. For n minus 1 this is n, For 1 upon b, this will be 1 upon b plus 1. So this is gamma 1 upon b plus 1. So this is mean of Weibull distribution. Now come to the B part. B note, variance of the Weibull distribution. Variance of the Weibull distribution is given as, we need E of x square, since E of x square will be minus infinity to infinity x square f of x dx. Right, so because of given density function, this will reduce to only 0 to infinity x square. Substitute the value of f of x. So this is a v x raised to power b minus 1 into e raised to power minus a time x raised to power b with respect to x since of 1. Alright, so further take the constant outside. This a b is constant, 0 to infinity x power this one, so x power b plus 1, multiply these two together into e power minus a x raised to power b with respect to x. Now the same substitution, put x is equal to a into x power b, this is t. From here x power b will be t upon a, that is x from here will be t upon a raised to power 1 upon b. This one also we have already done in previous case also. Dx from here will be dt upon a b t upon a raised to power 1 minus 1 upon b. We have already evaluated in previous case. So limit of integration is as it is. So this will be a v 0 to infinity. Substitute the value of x from here. So this is t upon a, b plus 1 is already there. So 1 upon b. 1 upon b means this one into e power minus t. Substitute the value of dx. Dx is dt upon a v t upon a raised to power 1 minus 1 upon b. A cancel from here. So this is, take this power a outside. So this is in denominator. So a raised to power, this is split this 1 minus 1, 1 plus 1 upon b. And also take this a outside. This will be with power. So this goes to denominator. So a raised to power 1 minus 1 upon b, 0 to infinity. So here t power is now only b1. Take a LCM. This is 1 plus 1 upon b. From here shift this t to numerator. So this will be t raised to power 1 minus 1 minus plus 1 upon b. And next is e power minus t dt. A power 1 cancel from both sides. So this is shift all everywhere to this also to numerator. This will be a raised to power minus 2 upon b, 0 to infinity. T power 1 cancel. So this is t raised to power 2 upon b into e power minus t dt. Now again this is gamma function, because we know gamma n is 0 to infinity e power minus t into t power n minus 1 dt. So compare these two. So this is a raised to power minus 2 upon b. Here in power of t there is n minus 1 and there is 2 upon b. N minus 1 more than this is n. So 1 more than this will be 2 upon b plus 1. So this is gamma. So this will be gamma 2 upon b plus 1 on comparing this integral with this integral. So this is e of x square. Therefore variance of x will be e of x square minus e of x whole square. Substitute the value of both of these two. E of x square is this one, just evaluated, e power minus 2 upon b gamma 2 upon b plus 1 minus, what is e of x? E of x we have evaluated in first case, a raised to power minus 1 upon b into gamma 1 upon b plus 1 whole square. So what is common between both of these two? A raised to power minus 2 upon b is common. Here we are left with gamma 2 upon b plus 1 here. So this is gamma square actually. Gamma square 1 upon b plus 1. This is square. So this is variance of x. So in this way we have evaluated mean and variance for both exponential and Weibull distribution. Just remember the density function and rest is the integration, simple integration. So this is all about continuous probability distribution. So in this way we come to know that there are 5 types of continuous probability distribution. First is normal distribution, second is gamma distribution, next is beta distribution, next is exponential distribution, and final is a Weibull distribution. All are continuous probability distribution in which the random variable x is a continuous random variable. So this is all about this lecture. Thank you.